At the time of the US offering, I think there were some plans to earmark about 70% of the $53 million offering for expansion of the business. How exactly is that being channeled?
Our expansion plan is to seek development along with stability. We have been present overseas for nearly 10 years. We now run around 120 Haidilao restaurants outside China. We think this is a good number, and we are at a good development stage in terms of our talent reservation and experimentation with markets. For example, our Southeast Asia markets are quite mature. Those in Malaysia, Singapore, and Vietnam, as well as in South Korea, Australia, and Canada. Table turnover rates are quite high in these countries. We will deploy money to expand stores in these mature markets first.
What about the markets that you're looking at, the new markets for potential expansion? Where are you looking?
For new markets like Europe, we will explore those as well. The Philippines is where we have looked this year, and it's been quite good. But we won't do much exploration in the near term. For the next 2 to 3 years, we will deeply cultivate the dozen countries where we already have a presence.
Talk us through what you saw in the first half revenue growth for Super High International, and where are some of the opportunities to continue building on that?
We feel very optimistic about our company's operation status in the first half of 2024. The financial results have met our expectations. The table turnover rate has reached the peak of the second half in 2023, which is 3.8 times per day. Revenue has grown some 14% year-on-year, and profit margin is also slightly higher from the same period last year. These 3 dimensions suggest our state of operation is quite healthy.
There was a loss for the first half. Do you see any opportunities to kind of constrain the costs for the business, rein that side of things in?
Our losses are not due to poor operation. We have to look at whether revenue and profit have grown. The losses came from 2 areas. One was exchange losses. The other part is that we listed on the NASDAQ this year, and there were some costs, like consultation fees, that were not categorized as an operating loss. We think these 2 losses are normal.
Can you share a bit more details about, how potentially the business is going to deal with competition?
Competition in the restaurant business is very fierce because the bar for entry is so low. Haidilao is my first job, and for the past 29 years, I have been treating every day as if on thin ice, always thinking about what better service, products, and environment I can provide for customers. Our strategy over the years is to focus on being number one, starting from one particular area, whether it's service or products. If we can't be the number one in a city, then we can become the number one on a street. Our ultimate goal is to be the top hot pot restaurant in a city. So we always focus on markets, customers, and our employees. Also, we learn from our peers, things they have done well, while continuing to innovate ourselves.